Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
There's so much going on in your community that even in this age of information, it's tough to keep up. This show will help. It's all about what's new, what's happening, and what's out there. So if you're ready, sit back and listen up, Santa Paula.
I don't know if you're ready, but I'm ready.
I'm always ready.
I'm now we're definitely ready.
Yeah.
Because we're actually on the screen.
Yeah.
So we started the show.
Yeah.
And it took me 17 seconds to find the video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that good or bad for you?
It's another notch on the belt.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm telling you, there's a really, really cool podcast board that has all the buttons for launching music videos, all that kind of stuff, plus the mics and everything else. Costs about $500.
Okay.
And man, I'll tell you, if there's a business or a listener out there who's got some loose change in his pocket and wants to sponsor a little podcast console, we would be more than happy to oblige.
Yeah, that would be good.
It would be good.
We have to maybe tap into some resources I have to see what's out there. Yeah.
Yeah, because it would make a world of difference. So Stream Deck is kind of a hit in the dark. It's like throwing a darts at a dartboard.
Oh.
And StreamYard does really well, but it hides stuff sometimes. And it's like, where the heck did that go? So, all right. Now, the truth be told, it's me.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. We're getting better.
I just suck as a producer.
We've been on the air so long now. I mean, there's got to be some kind of level of success for you. And you haven't blown up the computer. Well, you almost did.
Yeah, I almost did.
Yeah. But you're still you're keeping us on the air. So
I know.
guess that's a good thing.
I know. But I got a haircut.
Yeah, well, it's a special occasion, right?
I'm looking in the camera. That looked pretty darn good.
Showing your grays more, though.
I know. Yeah, it's all on the side.
Happens every time you get a haircut. A little more gray comes out. I noticed that too.
Yeah,
but it's all good.
Well, yeah, we got our mixer tonight.
Yes.
So it's going to be here from 5:30 to 7 o'clock, and we got some little show and tell stuff to do, and Esther's going to be in the house playing some beautiful music. She's a spirit, but she's gonna play some music for us while people are coming in.
Glad she could join us.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun time. Yeah, this is the second time we've had a mixer here.
Yep.
So yeah, we're hoping
for a couple of years since the first one.
Yeah, so we're hoping a handful of people come in tonight and that have not been here before and get to experience it.
That would be nice.
And then maybe the hope is they come back for a show and stuff too.
Yeah, and maybe some of those people who come that have been saying, "Oh, we're gonna come down and do an escape room." Yeah. Next time they see me, we're gonna come down and do an escape room.
Yeah.
Next time we can.
It's a great time to pin them down and get a date.
Yes,
tonight.
That is true.
You invite them up here to the escape room.
Yep.
And say, okay, when can I sign you up? Here's the dates.
Yep.
And see what they say.
Good point. And I'm not going to let you participate tonight because you have to come into it clean. So
yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So yeah, we got a few things to do tonight.
So we did some filming today.
Yes.
And one of the things that we did was we interviewed the gentleman who is in charge of the Harvard project. I don't remember his name. You don't remember his name?
Offhand, I don't remember.
Okay.
We're old.
There's some videos that are going to come up. He talks about the project and when they anticipate completion and everything else. So you look for that. And then we also interviewed Nick Santos, yes. Nick Santos.
That's what he goes by.
And he was telling us a little bit about his mural that was at Harding Park and talked a little bit about the one that he's doing at the community center right now. And so we got some footage on that as well. So everybody should check out online, look at Facebook and the city's website and chambers and take a look for those upcoming videos.
It's exciting to have him. And we talked before the show that he's a hometown boy.
Yeah,
grew up here, and I coached him when he was a kid. which is mind-boggling because I didn't think I was that old till he talked to me and said, "You coached me." And I'm like, "God, you made me feel old right now."
Wow.
Yeah. So him and his brother coached in Little League at the same place where he put the mural. So he has a huge connection to Harding Park.
Yeah.
So
he talked a little bit of how it's kind of done a 360.
Yeah, exactly. So, I taught him all his skill set that he has now as he's painting.
Oh, that's amazing. The painting skills are just
through
phenomenal. You must be
a
phenomenal, very talented artist.
No, actually I transferred my skill set to him.
Oh,
so, yeah, I lost.
So you lack so you lack any skill in the painting
when it comes to that. I could barely do a stick figure. Come on now. But that's not my wheelhouse there. No, but he's a very talented individual, and one of many talented individuals here that do art for our community. But he's done numerous work which he talked to you about out in LA and stuff, and he always told me, he goes, "Hey, I want to give back to the community. I want to do something in this community." And if anybody really, I'm sure everybody's seen his work, but if you go into Art Alley on Main Street, he did the Steve McQueen mural that's been there for quite a while now. And he's done numerous murals for some private businesses, and he does a lot of work for the school district. He's done a lot, especially
I want him to do one of those 3D ones where you feel like you're walking like across a bridge over a big canyon.
Yeah.
And that if you jump off, you're going to die.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
You got to put one in here. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. That in the back of your stage or something, like this cool mural that looks like you're going into space or something.
Something. Yeah. Make it look like yeah. So,
and he could probably do it. He
said he hasn't done any of the 3D stuff like that, but he said he could definitely figure it out.
Yeah. It's really interesting watching how he does all that, how he projects it on the screen, on the wall, and then he kind of you just see the vision. And he showed me the initial mural that he wanted to do for the community center. He goes, here's what my thoughts are. He goes, but it's not going to look anything like that. And I'm like, okay, yeah. But then once we start talking about it, it does look a lot like how he originally did it. But he was just more talking that the colors are going to be a little different. It's going to have more detail and stuff because he just did it on the computer.
Right.
So, but I'm really happy with what he's doing. This is a chamber and city sponsored mural that's going in. I'll say thank you to Greg Barnes and the Parks and Rec Department for helping facilitate this for us. The city council's been in favor of it. All the different commissions, from the senior advisory groups to the youth commissions, they've all had a say in how this was going to turn out.
Nice.
So it's cool. So Nick and I went to all these committees. We talked with them, and we just said, here's what our concept is. And they all gave their blessing and gave a little bit of feedback on it too. So,
and he said that the people on the community center are actually real people in Santa Paula.
Yes. Yeah. And it depicts everything that goes on in the community center, from, there's some youth, a kid that's actually drawing. And
bring it out, John.
I know.
Bring it out.
And then somebody playing sports, a dancer dancing, and then somebody playing music. And they all grew up here in Santa Paula and are currently doing stuff within our community. So it's really cool to see that. And then we're going to have him look at possibly doing another mural either at the end of this year or next year at our old fire memorial building on 8th and Santa Barbara. So once he's completed with this one, which he should be done in the next couple of weeks, we're going to look at doing that. And the cool part is, once it's done, we have to name it. So we're working on a name for the mural. And then we're going to do this whole ribbon cutting ceremony. So sometime in April, we're going to do this ribbon cutting ceremony. And
that'll be nice.
Yeah, because we're going to put a plaque on it, and we're going to do the whole thing. And then on top of that, we're putting a QR code on there, which you and I have talked about.
Yep.
Something that the chamber is doing for the city in partnership with the city council is we are creating QR codes for all public art. And we're starting off with all the murals, with the historic murals, 9 historic murals, Harding Park, and the community center. So we're working on that right now. One of our management fellows, Vanessa Luna, is actually helping with designing the website, getting it all ready to go. We're putting it on the city site. And then you and I are going to talk more about how we're going to implement that, and, looking at the designs and everything. So, but once we get that, you scan a QR code, it's going to go right to that mural on the city site, and you'll see everything about the mural, the artists, and just any other information.
Nice.
And we can put that, which we already have it on our app as well.
Yep.
So we're going to give visitors coming in, or even our own citizens, opportunities to learn about our public art.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
The plaque is going to be about 5 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Ought to have the main QR code to the website,
Mm-hmm.
and then Apple and Android just to download the app.
Oh, we could do it. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, if they're there and they want to do a walking tour, maybe of all the murals,
they
can hit the app and do a walking tour.
Goes right to it. So I mean, we're looking at different ideas right now. We're hoping to have the QR codes in place before the end of June. We'll probably have it sooner, but we're just starting to work on it, so we need a few months to put it together. Already did the background work as far as permits and all these other things. I've already got all clarification on that. So now it's just a matter of sitting down and really looking at, is this going to work?
Nice.
So, and the city will assist us in helping them. They've been really receptive for us doing this. So,
cool.
Yeah. Lots of exciting stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And based on the information that they gave from Harding Park, from the Harvard Boulevard project, sounds like hopefully maybe in July they might actually start paving and have it done by August. And they're doing sidewalks and everything right now and finishing up some of the last remaining sewer lines or whatever. So it looks like it's winding down. Yeah, it's projected to be completed end of August, beginning of September. Paved everything, pending weather, which we're going to get a little bit more rain. Right. So, but that's the timeline right now, at least the last I've heard on it. And you can go to the city website and see the update on Harvard. There's a link to go to the Harvard page, and that'll tell you the most recent updates. Or you go to the City of Santa Paula's Facebook page, and they have a link there also for Harvard. And I think they do it weekly where they give an update. But if you go out there, they're doing all the sidewalks, making all the crosswalks ADA compliant, and they're going through the whole process. And then so once Harvard's done, my plan is we're going to do a grand opening of the Harvard Boulevard. We got to run a red tape directly across the street. I'm already working on that. I had mentioned to stop all the traffic. I forget who I mentioned to. Was the city manager? Maybe I mentioned to him. My goal was to stop traffic at the two ends of the block and just stretch out a big ribbon, and we all run out there and cut it and run back. So we actually have a location that's interested in hosting it. I just got to work with the chief and see if this is even possible. It literally would take like 2 minutes just to go out there. Bam. So there's a comedian. He was in Into the Woods, the TV version of it, the musical. He was the baker. I can't remember what his name is. But he does Broadway crosswalk. Video. James Corden. Corden. Yeah. He does the Broadway. So they hit the crosswalk as soon as it goes into the rock. They go out. They do. Those are hysterical videos. I love watching those. Maybe we can do that at a crosswalk. We'll just run the ribbon and do it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And we can have the city hold the lights. Have somebody with have a band come out, march real quick, and then. Well, where I'm thinking to do it, we can actually. There's 2 signal lights on each side. So maybe we can have the city coordinate where it's just strictly red for like 5 minutes, and we just run out and cut it and call it good. Oh, we could do that quick. That would be hysterical. I'll get the drone out for that one. Yeah, that would be great if we could do that. Yeah, I'll definitely get the drone. Everybody seems in favor, but we haven't talked to Public Works yet, so that's the one we got to work on to make sure it's safe to do it. We're not going to just go out there. We got to make sure it's safe. Yeah. So what's a little risk and danger? Yeah. Well, just. I mean, I'm all for it, but I got, we got to make sure we do it right, Yeah. So, and I don't want to cause any injuries to anybody or anything like that. Oh, well, you should have told me that yesterday. Why? So don't ever ride in a high performance vehicle. Oh yeah. With a stuntman. Yeah. I had the scariest ride from hell yesterday. So you're not good with roller coasters, are you? Well, this was a little scarier than a roller coaster. I do okay with roller coasters. I actually had motion sickness. Really? So in a high performance vehicle with a stuntman, and I made the mistake of saying that I've never gone over 80 miles an hour in my life. Yeah. So
that's just like telling them just drive fast.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. The car does not skid. It holds its traction.
Yeah.
It even in quick braking, it can brake. I mean, it was just phenomenal. I won't say his name because the man will get thrown in jail.
Even though it was scary and all that, it was still cool to experience that.
Oh, yeah. So, and I will never sit in such a beautiful, gorgeous car that this was.
Well, you just got to experience it.
Yes.
Good stuff coming up with the chamber this month.
Oh yeah,
we have our awards show, Chamber Awards and State of the City, coming up on April 25th. It's a Thursday night, and a month from tomorrow. A month from tomorrow.
It's the 27th.
Or is it 27th?
Yeah.
20. Well,
so we're less than a month away.
We're actually 4 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's less than 30 days. Yeah. So we have almost all our recipients ready to go. So
you call them in advance?
Yes, we can't release it until we get approval that that they know about it, and two, they accept it.
Okay.
Because we've had a few people in the past that have just said, no, I don't think I should get this honor. And we've had to kind of modify it to get them in there because they wanted their organization to get recognition more than the individual.
Okay.
Because they're not about, basically tooting their own horn on what they do. It's about they're one of those people that like to be in the background.
Okay.
But they do effective work.
I love being in the foreground.
I know you do. So but anyway, so yeah, we actually announced on Monday our Citizen of the Year. Her name's Ruth Rope, and she is part of the Odd Fellows group here in Santa Paula and the Optimist Club.
Okay.
And she's one of our hidden heroes of our community. Any function you go to where the Optimist is there or Oddfellows, she's there. She runs, if the city knows, she's one of the ones that does all the popcorn machines for all the city events.
Oh, wow.
So, but she's out in any event out there doing whatever they ask. She's not one of those that just likes to just say, I only want to do it. No, she does everything. Long-time citizen, really well known amongst the community service community.
Okay.
We all know her. Not one of those people that are out and about doing, where they're high profile. And she's just one of those people that just does her thing and she loves her community.
Awesome.
So we're going to honor her for all the great work she does and continues to do in our community.
Very cool.
So we're real happy with her that she accepted it. She didn't think she was deserving of it, but when we talk with her, and I'm going to meet with her tomorrow, we're gonna talk about it. And I said, well, look, this is all what you've done for the community. She's one of those where she does it and she doesn't even realize what she's doing, but she's making such a huge impact on our community. And we have a lot of people that are like that in our community. So she's our Citizen of the Year this year. We have our Businesses of the Year this year. We're honoring 2 businesses. So, and this hasn't been announced until I got final confirmation just before the show. So our large business of the year is the Port of Hueneme.
Port of Hueneme?
Yes, and let me explain this. Okay. So the Port of Hueneme has a large impact on Santa Paula. They employ almost 100 people from this area.
Really?
Yes. They work with organizations like Limonera, Calavo, Satakoy Lemon, amongst other of our small businesses here that ship things overseas. They bring in a lot of stuff overseas that affect our community, and I'm talking county, but there's a huge effect on Santa Paula, Fillmore, and Pyro. So we felt that we do have a business that's Santa Paula Central. I'll talk about that in a minute, but we thought that a large business that has a huge impact on our community and the surrounding Santa Clara River Valley, we just thought that for all the great work they're doing right now with their sustainability, there's Fathom Works there. They do a lot of youth programs. They do so much stuff for the community. We felt that they were very deserving of our appreciation for what the port brings in for our community.
Nice.
So a little different twist,
mm-hmm.
but when we sat and talked about it the other day, as far as how they affect our community, it's overwhelming what they do, just what they bring in. And ship out for us too.
Right.
So it was a once we talked about it, was a pretty easy decision after that.
So how does the selection process go? Is it just the board of directors kind of starts pitching names and
we put a list of people that we think, and then we do outreach. We reached out to all of our membership, and I sent a thing out and said, please nominate. And we did have some nominations come through. It's really tough, and most cities face this that do this kind of thing. You get very limited responses. So, but we value everybody that sends a response in, and we had them all on the table. I had the whole list of each category together, and we actually talked about every one of them thoroughly. I didn't make the decision. It was a group decision.
Right.
And our committee really focused and discussed the pros and the cons, the good, the bad, everything. And so that's how it's selected. You know?
Nice.
It's not just strictly internal. We take from everybody.
Right.
You know, and some years are better than others. I've had a few where we've had, 30, 40 nominations for a category. We've had to go back and really take a hard look at it. And some may not fit a certain category, but they might fit another category. So we've done that where we've shifted them to a different category. Like somebody that was maybe considered for Citizen of the Year would be better at a community service award that year, because we had such a strong, there were so many people for Citizen of the Year. We didn't want to not honor that person because that person does such strong work in the community. Right. So we leave it kind of open for everything, and just try and make sure we address what goes on in our community, what's gone on over the past year.
Cool.
So now our small business of the year, we are honoring one of our downtown businesses. We're honoring El Capriccio restaurant, Mexican restaurant downtown. They're right across from Bank of Books.
Oh yeah.
Yes, right there.
Okay.
So we're honoring them as their small business of the year for what they've done over the last year in our community. They've expanded their business. They put a back patio that's really helped their business, but then they've also opened a lot of things up for the community. They made downtown a little more vibrant by putting that in there. They're a long time business. The owners haven't owned that for that long. I mean, they've owned it for a long time, but it used to be originally called Vince's Coffee Shop, way back when I was a kid. So it's still the same kind of footprint, but this now they've took it over. Liz and her family took it over, and they've just done an outstanding job over the last year. And they're really getting more involved in the community. They're making a bigger impact on the community. So as we discussed it, we just felt that they were deserving of the honor this year for what they've done within their footprint.
Nice.
So, yeah. And then we have our Business Beautification Award. So this award, we don't honor it every year. It just depends on what goes on, and it's to honor a business or an organization that has done something to beautify the community. So overwhelmingly, we nominated, or we selected the Blanchard Library.
Okay.
For their total remodel of what they did and expanded their services. And if you haven't been to the Blanchard Library lately, you really need to go. It is a fantastic location. I mean, what they have in there,
right?
All new furniture, new carpet, new paint job, new things that they're doing there as far as programming. It's a great location. I go. We do our board meetings there. We've been doing them there for a long time, and then we stopped going when they were remodeling the library, and then we went back. It was like a different place, and it was really cool what they did. So we did a grand opening.
Yeah, it's a great place, even like for people, kids who want to go and study.
Yes,
and just it's
they have computers you can check out.
Yeah,
they do training. They do a lot of adult classes as well. That's our voting location. So when you need to vote, that's the voting center. So Justin Formanak, who's the new director there, has just done an outstanding job making sure that is just a top-notch place in our community.
Nice.
So it's very competitive to any other library in the county. It really is.
Awesome.
So yeah, we felt that we needed to honor them for all the work that they did in that place. And they're still expanding.
It's not easy to get grants and all that kind of stuff to be able to do that stuff.
Yeah.
You would think that, it's a library, all they have to do is ask, and it's a tough fundraising.
And libraries just don't have books. They've got computers. They've got so many other things that they do, all the classes they do there and the training, meeting rooms and all that. So it's a wide variety of things they offer. So it's not, you think library, just go read a book or go grab a book. No, that's not how it is.
That's one of our next Did You Know segments.
Yes. We're going to do that. Yeah. So that's our business beautification. And then last, we're going to honor we honor a Sam Edwards Lifetime Achievement Award. Sam Edwards is a doctor that was from Santa Paula for years, and years way before I started, they decided to call that award name it after him for a Lifetime Achievement Award. So we selected, his name's Albino Pineda. Okay, this gentleman is turning, I think, 100 this year.
Wow.
Yeah. He is the one that helped lead the way to find funding to create the Farm Workers Monument right there on 9th and Santa Barbara Street.
Nice.
At the end of Railroad Plaza. So I met him at a meeting a few months ago because he was one of the ones that was kind of leading the way about repairing the monument, because it is becoming in disrepair. Some of the names are coming off the wall and stuff. So we're trying to figure out ideas of how we can fix that. Not easy. It's going to take some money, but he gave a whole history lesson of why it's there and what he wanted to do to lead it. I want to say it's probably $300,000 to $500,000 they helped raise back in the day to do that. And it's as
wow,
it's been stated, and I don't know if it's still true, but it's the only monument that's honoring farm workers in the country.
Wow.
You have Cesar Chavez monuments, that's who led the farm workers stuff, but this one actually features farm workers.
Right.
So I was the one who actually nominated him to bring him into the fold, because I was just blown away when I met him, and I'm like, we actually honored somebody that actually did something, and he wanted, like, he's not one to take credit and stuff like that, but it was important for him to honor the farm workers. And so I just said, we need to start talking about what he's done for the community. And it was, once we started talking, it was overwhelming. We're like, yes, we need to honor him.
Nice.
So, and he's one of those other unsung heroes that just did all this work because he felt a need and an importance. And you see in our community, because we are a farm working community, that's one of the things that reflects what we do.
Right.
So it was great to do that. So we have two more winners that are recipients that we'll be announcing soon. The city nominates a community service, and then they do a public service award. So we'll be getting that information probably sometime next week. But we have pretty much our main field set right now, and we'll
now, what about the nonprofit?
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Nonprofit. Oh my God. She's going to kill me. The nonprofit of the year is the Museum of Ventura County, which is the agriculture.
Yeah,
museum. Okay. And one of our and Elena Brooke is on my board. She's gonna get mad at me for forgetting. but what it is, because I'm excited about the program. So we honored them for what they did for the entire year for the county and for Santa Paula for the County 150 party.
Right.
The county actually tasked them with implementing this throughout the county from the very beginning, from the kickoff all the way to the state of the city or state of the county address. So in 150 days that they did this, and they set up events at every city, working within the cities and organizations to have something in every city, in every district for the county supervisors, ending with the County 150 party here, which was a huge success.
Oh, yeah.
And it brought a large amount of awareness to Santa Paula. I don't know how many people I talked to that said, I've never been here. It's like, where do you live? Oh, Thousand Oaks.
Oh, I know.
And I'm just like,
it's crazy.
It's like your escape room thing.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and they're like, I don't believe that this town's great. And I'm like, yeah. So sometimes when you're on that side of the hill, it's like with us, we don't always go on that side either. I mean, I just went to Thousand Oaks over the weekend, and I hadn't been to Thousand Oaks in a long time. And then we went to a great restaurant out there, and I was like, man, this is a great, we got to come back. It's one of those things. So, but we created, the museum created this great party, and brought so much awareness to the valley here in Santa Paula and to the county itself.
Sadly, there a lot of these external cities and stuff that are not really necessarily nestled around us, but they kind of there's a misconception about what Santa Paula is, and it blows their mind when they actually finally come here, because it just totally shatters what their image is of what Santa Paula is all about.
Yeah, I always tell people when you come to Santa Paula, I go, the challenge I always have is getting them here. Once they're here, they're fine. Our community just embraces them. And you see that, I mean, go downtown or go to any store here, they're friendly, they talk to you, they want to help you. I mean, not saying other cities don't do that, but it's still got that little small town charm here.
Yeah.
And so when people get here, they're like, oh my God, I didn't realize how great this town is. Or, we have the theater center, we have your magic stuff here, between your escape rooms and stuff. And everything, the art museum is doing great stuff. And the agriculture museum is doing great stuff. But the challenge is getting people to come here. Once they show up, they love it, so, so we wanted to honor them as all the great work they did in the county and Santa Paula. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
That's great.
Hopefully Elena's okay now.
Yeah. Well, we say the best for last.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But I'm excited about it. We have a really good group of recipients this year. The event is on Thursday, April 25th. It's at 5:30. And it runs till about 8:30. Tickets are $75. And with the $75 for the first hour and a half, we're doing a happy hour mixer. And what is, you go around, and we're featuring about 7-8 restaurants, local restaurants, and they're going to provide their 2 or 3 best appetizers for everybody. So you can go in there, you can get and try as many as you want. So, and then we're bringing in dessert, so you can grab some dessert and sit down and watch the awards show. But we've done this the last few years, and people love it because you get to come in and you get to try 7 or 8 restaurants in Santa Paula, and the hope is that you come back and support them. I mean, we could do the sit down dinner, the usual, somebody told me the other day, the usual rubber chicken, but no. And we've done that in the past. And I just thought, if this is a community awards show and it's about the community, let's feature our community people that help do this. So instead of putting our money towards somebody maybe externally, let's give it back to our restaurants. So we pay the restaurants to be there. We ask them to donate their time and to sell their business, promote their business. So, and it's worked out. And last year, a lot of them said, I never got a chance to try this restaurant, and I had an opportunity to sit and talk with them and try their food, and then they started talking. Now they're somebody runs out of something, they'll call them, they trade things. And so now they're starting to work together. And that's kind of the hope too, that they all connect together, because there's more than enough business for everybody.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes, you say they work in silos and stuff, and now it gives them an opportunity to work together. So we have a lot of cool things going on, and you can find tickets at santapaulachamber.com. You go online, you can buy tickets. We do sell tables. That's $750 for a table of 10. And we're expecting, we usually get between 150 and 200 people. And the mayor, Leslie Conejo, will give the state of the city as well.
Right.
So she's our keynote speaker. So, and it'll be filmed, we'll have it, and you can actually.
So it won't be live streamed, but it will be available after.
Yes, and we'll put it on our usual pages that we have it on. But we really would like for you to come out and honor our recipients and try a little bit of Santa Paula.
Cool.
So yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So all right, well, that kind of wraps up this show.
Yeah. Well, I got one thing before we go. Sorry, since we're going dark next week.
Yes.
Cruise night. Cruise night's coming up the first Friday of April, all the way through October, the first Friday of every month, 5 to 7:30 downtown Santa Paula. So we're dark that week. And it's pre-1985 classic cars, 200 cars plus lineup downtown. We encourage people to come out. We get thousands of people to come out to this free event, and we just encourage people to shop local. So we really helped having this event downtown, help support our local businesses. Restaurants do really well, but we want people to go in and shop and see what's going on in our stores, because
I mean, the restaurants have no problem getting people in there.
Yeah.
But do more than just the restaurants.
Yeah. And it's been a little tough because we've had the Highway 150 closed with a mudslide. So traffic flow is a little light right now. So any support we can give our downtown businesses, we really ask people to come in and spend a little bit of money. You come in, spend $20 in a business. That can make a difference for them. You get 50 people do that. That's a good day for them sometimes.
Right.
So we encourage people to shop local, especially during these times right now. And just support, I mean, what better way to walk into a store and it's one-on-one customer service, I mean, you guys do that here too, which is great.
We do.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We will, like John said, we'll be dark next week. So have a happy Easter for all those who celebrate the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And John, would you like to explain why we're going to be dark next week?
Yes, it's holiday week and it's vacation week. So, yes.
Okay.
So
that's all you're going to give.
Yeah, it's a vacation. We're taking a family vacation.
Okay.
So one of the rare family vacations, we're bringing everybody with us.
Nice.
So but yeah, so we just decided it was
vacation week, and we're not going anywhere special. We're just going hanging out.
Yeah. So but it gives us the opportunity to catch our breath, get caught up with a few things, and we're going to come back strong the second week of April. So
for those of you who are wondering, I'm going to do the show on Wednesday.
Okay.
And I'm going to stream you in.
Nice. Okay.
And you can give a full report of your nice little family week vacation.
Perfect.
And it's not going to happen.
No. But it gives you always have to take a vacation once in a while to reset.
You do.
And I think we're all going to do that. So.
All right. Well, have a great week. We will be back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And stay safe. And remember, shop local.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.